Now listen, this is the 9th time you guys have seen me do this kind of video, and you guys love it. But you realize how hard it is to edit an hour-long video, who knows, even longer with how many Blu-rays I have? But it's okay. For the 9th time, once the time gets closer, I get a little excited to talk about all my Blu-rays, so welcome to my 2023 Blu-ray collection video. I know a lot of you are looking forward to this, and every year it makes me very happy to see so many people just enjoy this video, and that's why I keep doing it. But my god, this is the 9th time. Ninth time. You know what? It's okay. But listen, I go through the same things every year, so I'm gonna do it again. Where do I get these shelves? They come from Amazon. I should leave a link in the description if you want to go buy them. They're like $100, and if you're a Blu-ray collector, I recommend them. They're pretty nice. I have 3 of them. Here's 1, 2, and 3. You can't see off screen. The third one has 3 rows left, and then it's full. After that happens, I'm kind of screwed, but that's, if you want the shelves, they're on Amazon. Second question, a lot of people ask, where are your slip covers? Every year there's someone that asks me. Well, guess what? A couple years ago, I moved into this room and the slip covers did not transfer easily. They were thrown away. It was an accident. It wasn't my fault. I blame my mom, but it's okay. So, we got the slip covers, we got the freaking shelves. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, wait, let me say this. I don't own everything, so don't be mad if I don't have your favorite movie. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what movie I need to own, because every year I go to these comments and I say, I need that movie, I need that movie. But, like every year, I bought a lot of Blu-rays. You guys want to see every single one of them, so without further ado, let's just talk about it.
Here's Johnny. My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates.
Expecto Patronum!
Okay, we're all situated now. We're good to go. Okay, you're comfortable. Let's get started, all in alphabetized order. We got 310 to Yuma, a great James Mangold movie. 9, underrated movie. 10, Cloverfield Lane, really good movie. 10 Things I Hate About You, have not watched it in a while, should give it a rewatch, especially because everyone loves Heath Ledger, and who doesn't. 12 Angry Men on Criterion. Zach Goller told me to watch it because it was a great movie, and I watched it, and I appreciate you, buddy. This movie is fantastic, and I bought it. 12 Strong, 12 Years a Slave, 13 Hours, a decently good Michael Bay movie, shockingly. We got 21 Bridges, the Rest in Peace King, Chadwick Boseman. I saw that he's getting a star on the Walk Hall of Fame, whatever. That's awesome for him, and I love it for his family. 21 Jump Street, and of course 22 Jump Street. Really wish we got a 23 or that Men in Black spinoff. 28 Days Later, I need to get 28 Weeks. 31, a Rob Zombie movie. One of the rare Rob Zombie movies I like. He's got some movies, man, but this one I kind of dig. It's a good movie in its most part. The 40-Year-Old Virgin, aka me. I'm not 40. Let me rephrase. I'm 23. 42, another Chadwick Boseman movie. 50 First Dates, a great comedy. 50-50. 65, 101 Dalmatians, and 101 Dalmatians 2. No one ever talks about that movie. 127 Hours. I cannot watch this movie without just cringing, because the scene. We got 300 on 4K. Yes, this Blu-ray collection includes 4K movies. We got 500 Days of Summer. We got 1408, underrated movie. 1917 on 4K Steelbook. 1941, a Steven Spielberg movie no one really talks about. 2001, A Space Odyssey, classic. AI, Artificial Intelligence, probably my least favorite Spielberg movie, that and the BFG. The Accountant. Are we ever getting a sequel? Like, ever? Like, ever. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, classic. Classic. But I actually prefer the second one. I'm one of those people. I prefer the second one. I really like the second one. Across the Universe, a unique musical. Ad Astra. The Addams Family, the animated version. I need to get the live action. The Adjustment Bureau. Oh, Adrift. Adventureland, a movie I would love to review. I love this movie. One of my favorite rom-com comedy raunchy movies. The Adventures of Tintin. Air Force One on 4K. Airplane, I also want to review this movie. One of the best comedies ever. Love Airplane. The animated Aladdin, and then I do own the live-action Aladdin. We have Alice in Wonderland, the cartoon, and then we have the live-action Alice in Wonderland. Alien, Aliens, Alien Covenant, and that is all the Alien movies I own. I probably won't, one day we'll get 3 and 4, but 4 is, ugh. We got Alien vs. Predator, underrated. Alien vs. Predator Requiem, awful. The 4K of Alita, it is awesome. All the Money in the World. Alpha Dog, really, really underrated movie with Justin Timberlake. Underrated movie if you've not seen it. Always. Ambulance, the brand new Michael Bay movie, which I enjoyed for the most part. It was okay. The Amazing Spider-Man. Bleh. But then the worst one, Amazing Spider-Man 2, which is just awful. But at least No Way Home redeemed Andrew Garfield. American History X. American Honey. I almost said Beauty. It's American Honey. I don't even own American Beauty. That's just sad. American Hustle. American Made. The American Pie Collection. I like these movies. American Psycho, would like to get the 4K of that. And then American Sniper. American Underdog. Wow, why is there so many Americans? American Werewolf in London. Okay, is that it? Yeah, that's it. Because we got Amistad, not American Amistad. Kind of sad, though. Anaconda. Love this movie. Horrible movie, but great. Anchorman. Anchorman 2. Anna, don't know why I own it. Literally, I've watched it once. The Annabelle, the first one, it's horrible, but Annabelle Creation is very good. Very, very good. And I've actually come to like Annabelle Comes Home. Yeah, I like that movie. It's fine. 4K of Ant-Man, the 4K of Ant-Man the Wasp, and I did buy the 4K of Quantumania, which this movie's not very good. It's just a setup movie. The 4K of Antebellum, I found it for very cheap. It's not a good movie. We got Antlers. I like this movie. Oh! Any Given Sunday, one of the best sports movie. The 4K of Annihilation. Apocalypse Now, and this does come with the Redux version. Yes, it's all 3. And there's like a documentary or something like that. Apollo 13. Aquaman. Arachnophobia. I love this movie. Love that movie. Argo, the Best Picture Argo. 4K of Arizona. Underrated movie. Really underrated. Armageddon. I love this movie. I love it. And yes, I cried. Arrival. The Art of Racing in the Rain. The 4K of Assassin's Creed. It was $1. $1. For 4K and a slip? $1. Assassination Nation, directed by the guy we don't want to talk about right now, but I like the movie. Atlantis, with the first 2 movie, but really the first one. Oh god, don't fall. Atomic Blonde. Yeah, baby. Yeah! I love this movie. I want to review the Austin Powers trilogy, and please, give us a 4th one. If you're going to give Mike Myers that shitty TV show, at least make the Austin Powers 4. We got the 4K of Avatar, which looks great. I bought that recently, and obviously I did buy the 4K of the new one. I very much enjoy the movie too. They're very great, but Avatar, The Last Airbender, the animated complete series, this is where it's at. I am very intrigued on that live action show, and I also have The Legend of Korra, which I have actually never really watched fully. I've seen a few episodes. One day, maybe. We got the 4K of Avengers, and then we got a 4K of Avengers Age of Ultron. The 4K of Avengers Infinity War, top 5 Marvel movie, and then we have Avengers Endgame on 4K. Probably also top 5, maybe top 10, I don't really know. We got The Aviator, Away We Go, underrated John Krasinski movie, and Maya Rudolph. Yeah, Maya Rudolph. Oh my god, we're finally in the B's. We've only gone through the A's. Oh my god, I have a lot of A movies. I have a lot of movies. Huh, okay. We got The Babadook. I want to review that movie for Halloween, maybe. Baby Driver, one of my favorites. 4K of Babylon, a movie that I love, and apparently a lot of people hated. Back to the Future. It's in my intro, and I have not reviewed the entire trilogy, not once. That needs to change. It really needs to change. Bad Boys. Bad Boys 2. Bad Boys for Life. Bad Santa. Bad Santa 2, which isn't that great. The Bad Times at El Royale on 4K, really underrated movie. Bambi. Why are we getting a live-action Bambi? Or is it a live-action Bambi, or are we making a horror Bambi? I don't even know. We don't need a live-action whatever of Bambi, no matter what. The Banshees of Inisherin. This movie is great, and I'm really glad it won an Oscar for screenplay, didn't it? Yeah. Basic Instinct. Basket Case. If you guys have never seen Basket Case, do yourself a favor. Basket Case. Great movie. It's not, but it's great. We got the complete Adam West Batman series. Yes, I own that. Have I seen it all? No, but I have seen the Batman movie with Adam West. When he's running around with that bomb, it is so funny. We got the complete animated series of the Batman. I grew up with this. I love it. I'm so glad. It's really nice packaging too. Really nice. Batman Mask of the Phantasm, the best animated Batman movie in my opinion. Batman Sub-Zero, I grew up with that. Batman Beyond, the complete series. Really enjoy it. I have not fully watched it. I did as a kid, but not like now. We got, which one is this? Batman Mystery of the Batwoman. Batman Under the Red Hood. Batman The Killing Joke, which the comic is better. Batman Ninja Turtles, it was cheap, and I was like, why not? Batman Death of the Family, sorry. We got part 1 of Long Halloween, and we got part 2, which is really cool, because they do that. Look at that. That's cool. That's pretty cool. I almost reviewed these movies when they came out, because a lot of people were. All the live-action Batmans, 89, 92, Returns, Forever, Robin, which sucks, but yeah. Then we got Batman Begins on 4K. If you have a 4K player, this entire trilogy, especially Dark Knight, I mean, all of these, all of them, 4K, you need to see those movies. Batman vs. Superman. We got Matt Reeves' The Batman on 4K Steelbook. This thing's beautiful. Baywatch. It's not that great. Beast. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beauty and the Beast, the original. The live action Beauty and the Beast, which I don't mind. Beer Fest. Beetlejuice. 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 Being John Malkovich. Belfast. Better Watch Out. Really underrated movie. Really underrated horror movie. Very good. The BFG, known as the Big Fucking Giant. Big. Big Fat Liar, one of my favorite childhood movies. I love that movie. Big Hero 6. It's just my opinion, man. The Big Lebowski, it's a classic in all sorts of matter. I love that movie. I own his coat. I've also reviewed that movie before. Yeah, I did. The Big Short. The Big Sick. Big Trouble in Little China. We got Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and then Bogus Adventure. Whoa. But then we have Bill and Ted's Face the Music. This one it's not that great. And unfortunately, it doesn't hold up either. I watched it like a month ago. Or like not even all of it, just a little bit. I couldn't get through it. Billy Madison. Birdman, classic. The 4K of Birds of Prey, which people, give it a watch, man. It's not that bad. Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. Black Klansman. Black Mass. Black Panther on 4K, and then of course the 4K of Wakanda Forever. Looks fantastic on 4K. The Black Phone. Black Swan. The 4K of Black Widow, very forgettable Marvel movie. The original Blade Runner movie, and then the beautiful steelbook of Blade Runner 2049. Just the color and just, such a good steelbook. The Blair Witch Project, which doesn't really hold up. I prefer Paranormal Activity. We got The Blind Side, Blind Spotting. We got The Blob, the original. It's not the remake one that I was hoping to get. I want the remake, but I like that one because Criterion. Blockers, Blood Diamond. Have a good day, mate. Sorry for that. Bloodsport. Why do I own it? I don't know. Blood Simple on Criterion. Very interesting movie. I would love to review that. Below, one of my dad's favorites. Blue is the warmest color on Criterion. If you've seen that movie, then there's a lot of stuff in that movie. Good stuff, but, you know, it's also 3 hours. Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Bohemian Rhapsody. Bolt. Bombshell. One of my favorite movies of all time, Boogie Nights. Booksmart, which it's so good. It's so good. Even though whatever you want to say about Olivia Wilde, that movie's great. Criterion of Bottle Rocket. We got The Bourne Identity, The Bourne Supremacy, The Bourne Ultimatum, The Bourne Legacy, and a movie that I like, Jason Bourne. Not great, but it's okay. Boyhood, Steelbook of Boys in the Hood. Brad's Status, underrated movie. Brave, Pixar. Braveheart. Brawl in Cell Block 99, very good movie, really well directed. Breakfast at Tiffany's, classic. The Breakfast Club. The greatest TV show of all time. I think all 5 seasons are perfect, man. Breaking Bad, just so good. Just perfect show. Perfect show. Bridesmaids. Bridges of Spies. Bridge to Terabithia. I love this movie. And it doesn't age well. The acting's but I love that movie. Brightburn. Brokeback Mountain. Bronson. Bros. Brother Bear. I love Brother Bear, especially that first one. It comes with the second one, but the first one mainly. The 4K of Bullet Train. Very fun movie. The best Transformers movie. Bumblebee and my wife. Right there. No Josh Allen. You cannot have her. Please, Haley. A Bug's Life. The Burbs. Buried. Very good movie. Burn After Reading. Come On, Come On. The Cabin in the Woods. Caddyshack. Call Me By Your Name. The Call of the Wild. My mom and dad really liked that movie. I mean, it was fine. My mom and dad love this movie, and I find it really funny. The Campaign. The original Candyman. The 4K of the new Candyman. I don't love this movie. It's kind of bad. Still very well directed and looks great on 4K. Captain America the First Avenger on 4K. 4K of Winter Soldier and 4K of Civil War. We got the 4K of Captain Marvel, which, stop hating Brie Larson. Captain Phillips. The Card Counter. The original Carrie. The remake of Carrie with Chloe Grace Moretz. It's bad, fine. The 4K of Cars. The 4K of Cars 2. And the 4K of Cars 3. Why do I own that series on 4K? I do not know. The 4K of Casablanca, which I have not got to watch this on 4K yet. Hopefully it looks great, even though it's a 1943 movie. Casino. Casino Royale on 4K. Casper. I love Casper. That's another movie I would love to review. Castaway. The Criterion of Cat People. Cat's Eye. Catch Me If You Can, Spielberg's most underrated. We got Cats on Blu-ray. Get some catnip, put it in your nose, enjoy the ride. Yep. Central Intelligence. The Change Up. Chaos Walking on 4K. I haven't even watched it on 4K. I don't know why. I think I got it for cheap. Another one for cheap. The Charlie's Angels reboot, remake, whatever you want to call it. Chernobyl on 4K. This show. There's a reason why The Last of Us show is so amazing. It's because the people that made this. Watch that show. Chicago. Chicken Little. Chicken Run. Can't wait for the sequel. Cannot wait. We got the complete set of the Chucky movies, 1 through 5, and then the other 2 movies that went straight to DVD. Pretty underrated series, if you ask me. Also underrated, we have the Chucky show, seasons 1 and 2. I recommend them, especially if you're a horror fan or a Chucky fan. Don't watch this, though. Don't watch that one. Chinatown. Christine. I don't love this movie. Hot take. A Christmas Carol, the Jim Carrey, Robert Zemeckis movie. A Christmas Story. Christmas Vacation. We watch this every Christmas Eve. It is the best Christmas movie to me. Then we got a Christopher Robin. Chronicle. The Chronicles of Narnia. The Animated Cinderella. The Live Action Cinderella. The Circle, which I actually want to rewatch for some reason. It was like really cheap, and I remember it being really bad. Citizen Kane. We know Citizen Kane. We all know Citizen Kane. Clash of the Titans, the remake, unfortunately, but Wrath of Titans, which is fine. Clerks 3. This is a really good movie, and I need to get the first 2. A Clockwork Orange. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Cloverfield. Clueless on Steelbook. Is it 4K? I don't think it's 4K. We got Cocaine Bear. Coco on this beautiful Steelbook. I love that Steelbook. Very good movie. Cold Pursuit, a decently Liam Neeson action movie. Collateral. The Color Purple. I'm really intrigued on the remake coming out in December. Coming to America. No, I don't own Coming to America. Why don't I? Because I'm stupid. Color Out of Space. We got the Conjuring series, which is Conjuring 1, Conjuring 2, and the Conjuring 3, which is forgettable. We got Con Air. All about Coraline. I love this movie. Corpse Bride. Now, it's kind of funny. It's my Blu-ray collection video. There's 4Ks, there's Criterion. We also have a DVD. We have Courage the Cowardly Dog Complete Series. It was cheap. I love this show, and I want to talk about it a lot more, and we might be hearing a lot about it. The Covenant, a brand new movie, which, by the way, I like this movie. To anyone out there that gave me those hate comments in my review, I like this movie. It's just not great. We got Crash, the worst Best Picture winner. Crawl, The Crazies 2010 one. Crazy Heart, Crazy Rich Asians, Crazy Stupid Love, Creature from Black Lagoon, Creed, Creed 2, and the 4K of Creed 3, which I still very much enjoy. Yes, I know, Jonathan Majors. Creep Show 2, Crimson Peak, underrated Guillermo del Toro movie, very underrated. The Crow, one of my dad's favorites. Cruella on 4K, I like this movie. I'm excited for the sequel. Cujo, love this movie when the dog happens. The first hour of this movie, boring as hell. This is a Criterion, apparently, but The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Curious George, childhood. The Curse of La Llorona. Daddy's Home. Oh, Come Here, Daddy's Home 2. And then we got Dance with Wolves, which did not deserve Best Picture over Goodfellas. Daredevil, the Ben Affleck one, which is not great. The Darjeeling Limited, which I really enjoyed on a rewatch recently. The Dark Crystal, man, great puppets. But that's really all I have to say positive about that movie. Oh my gosh. Dark Waters, underrated. The Darkest Hour. We got Dawn of the Dead, one of the best, if not the best, zombie movie. But a really good remake of the 2004 Zack Snyder, Dan, I couldn't think of his name. Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead, which is great. The Day After Tomorrow. We got the 4K of Days of Thunder. I almost just called it Thunder. Days of Thunder. Daybreakers, underrated vampire movie. Dazed and Confused. Alright. The Dead Don't Die. I don't like this movie, but it was cheap. Dead Silence, James Wan. Really underrated. Not great. Deadpool. And then Deadpool 2. Can't wait for Deadpool 3. Deepwater Horizon. The Deer Hunter on 4K. Then we got Deliverance, which is Squeal Boy Squeal. We got the Dentist movies, 1 and 2. Fun horror movies. Not great. The Departed. The Descendants. Detroit. Devil. Diary of the Dead. Die Hard. Die Hard with a Vengeance. Live Free or Die Hard. Those are only Die Hard movies I own. Die Hard 2 is good. I never see it anywhere. Dinosaur. Love that movie. Dirty Dancing. The Disaster Artist. District 9. Very good movie. Damn, it's good. Also a really good movie. Django Unchained. Probably my favorite Tarantino. 4K of Doctor Strange. And then, of course, the 4K of Multiverse and Madness, which I do like. It's just, it doesn't hold up. Dog. Don John. Donnie Darko, which one day I'll review, but man, it's hard to review that movie. We got the 4K of Doom. This movie's not good, but I own it. Don't Breathe. The 4K of Don't Breathe 2. Don't Worry, Darling, which made everyone hate Olivia Wilde. Dope. Double Indemnity. Indemnity? I can't say the word. It's on Criterion. I watched it for class. It's a great movie. Downsizing. Alright. Doctor Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. That title's long. It's a classic. Classic. We got the classic 1930s Dracula movies, which is amazing, mostly for the first one. Drag Me to Hell. Dragged Across Concrete. Really good movie, just a little long. Dreamcatcher. The 4K of Dread. A movie we all want a sequel we're never going to get. Drive. Dude, Where's My Car? But, dude... Due Date, funny movie. Due Date's hilarious. Duel, Spielberg's first. Dumb and Dumber, classic. Dumbo, and then the live-action Dumbo, which is Tim Burton, and it's pretty good. Dune on 4K, can't wait for Dune Part 2. Guys, go stream this movie, buy the physical media, go watch Dungeons & Dragons on 4K. It's a good movie, and it sucks we might not get a sequel. The 4K of Dunkirk. E.T. the Extraterrestrial, classic. Earth Girls Are Easy. This is a movie if you've never heard of, don't look up anything. Just watch it and just see a young Jim Carrey, Jeff Goldblum. It's not great. It's also a musical. Easy A, Ed Wood, Edge of Darkness, one of my favorite movies of all time, Edge of 17, The Edge, underrated bear movie, Edward Scissorhands, 8th Grade, Elf, 4K of Elvis, Emma, underrated, Empire of the Sun, Encanto on 4K, great movie, especially on 4K. I almost like Kronk's New Groove, Emperor's New Groove. Reason why I bought it, Kronk's New Groove, but Emperor's New Groove is a classic comedy and good animated. Enchanted, I wish the sequel was good. Enemy, The Equalizer on 4K. The Equalizer 2, which the third one's coming out this year, right? I kind of forgot about it. Aaron Brockovich, Escape Room. Really enjoyed that movie. Escape Room 2, though, The 4K of Eternals, I don't like that movie. Every Which Way But Loose and Any Which Way You Can. Everything Everywhere All at Once, the Best Picture winner on 4K. The Evil Dead, my personal favorite, one of my favorite all-time horror movies of all time. Evil Dead 2, classic. Army of Darkness, it's cheesy, but it's also very fun. The 2013 Evil Dead. The 4K of Evil Dead Rise. Ex Machina, The Exorcist, classic. The Expendables, Expendables 2. But guess what? I don't know the third one. Is the fourth one coming out? Is that one already out? Or is the fifth? I don't know, because I don't care. Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. I've only watched the movie one time on TV. Non-Blu-ray. The Eyes of Tammy Faye. I just almost said Tammy Faye, but I know there's an Eyes of, so I said the full title. Also, Best Actress winner. 4K of The Fablemans, one of my faves. The Faculty. Fall, which is underrated. Definitely watch Fall. The Fanatic. The Fanatic. I got nothing to say. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. And Fantastic Beasts, Secret Dumbledore on 4K. I guess they're not continuing that franchise. Fantastic Mr. Fox. Dog Shit. It's Fantasy Island. The Farewell, underrated movie. I wish I could review that movie. Fargo, oh yeah. But Fargo Season 1 is better. What accent am I doing? I'm not even going to do it, but Fargo Season 2, it's very good. Fast and Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, Tokyo Drift, 4, Fast 5, which is really good. Like, really, really good. I really, really enjoy 6 too. Furious 7 is good for the ending. The rest of this movie is very meh, guys. I'll be honest. Fate of the Furious, which is the most forgettable billion-dollar movie ever. Dog shit. And we got Hobbs and Shaw, which is fine. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. The Father, which is great. The Fault of Our Stars? The Fault in Our Stars. I'm sorry. A lot of women might get mad at me. The Fault in Our Stars. The Favorite. Fear, underrated Marky Mark movie. Fear and Loathing Las Vegas. Fences, really good movie. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I was sick 2 days in a row from school, and both days I was sick, I watched this movie. Both days. It's a great sick day movie. A Few Good Men. Field of Dreams on 4K. The Fifth Element, underrated movie. Yes. Yeah. I know. We can move on. The Fighter. I don't know why I say it like that. Fighting My Family. Really good movie. Fight Club. Finding Nemo. My favorite Pixar movie, actually. I'm going to go with it. Finding Nemo. Finding Dory's not bad either. People, don't hate on Finding Dory. Finding Neverland. First Man on 4K. Man with No Name, the first two. And then, of course, The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. 5 Feet Apart. It was cute. The 5-Year Engagement. Flash! He's a savior of the universe. Flight. The Flintstones. The Florida Project. Flushed Away. I love Flushed Away. I love just that animation. The Fly. Ford vs. Fry on 4K. Thank you, James Mangold, for that. Forrest Gump. Top 3 favorite of all time. It's a perfect movie to me. The Founder. Underrated. Foxcatcher. Frank and Lola. Frank and Lola. I haven't watched it in a while. It's really underrated, though. We got the classics Frankenstein Universal Originals. We got Freaky, Free Fire, Free Guy in 4K, fun movie. The French Dispatch, Friday Night Lights, one of the best football movies, probably the best, maybe. Remember the Titans? I don't know. Friday the 13th, Part 2, 3, The Final Chapter, Part 5, which I enjoy. Part 6, which might be the best. New Blood, Carrie vs. Jason. This movie sucks. Takes Manhattan. Jason Goes to Hell. Jason X. Freddy vs. Jason. And then my favorite Friday the 13th movie, the remake. Yep, it is my favorite. And then we got a bonus disc, which I still own the Scream Factory box. It's on the top of my shelf. It just looks nice up there. Friends with Benefits. Fright Night, the remake. I enjoyed that one. From Dusk Till Dawn. Frozen, not the one you're thinking of, a scary one. Yes, Frozen, the one you're thinking of. And then, of course, Frozen 2. Fruitvale Station. The Fugitive. Full Metal Jacket. Fun Size. Have you heard of this movie? Probably not. Funny People. Fury. Oh, I was like, what is this? It's Criterion of the Game. David Fincher. Game Night. Hilarious movie. We got Game of Thrones Seasons 1. And we got Season 2. We got Season 3. We got Season 4. We got Season 5. Yep, we got Season 6. We got Season 7. And yes, I own the final season. Game of Thrones, man. Very, very great show. But the ending. That ending. The game plan. Gangs of New York. Garden State. Love Garden State. The Gentleman. George of the Jungle. One of my favorites as a kid. Get Him to the Greek. Funny movie. Get Out. Getaway. Ghostbusters 1 and 2. Not one of my favorite comedies of all time, but a classic. We do own the female Ghostbusters movie, yes. I do have Afterlife, which I really enjoyed. Probably one of my favorites out of the whole series. I know, even the first one. The Gift. Gifted. The Girl on the Train. Girl with a Dragon Tattoo, the original. And then we have the sequel, which is Play with Fire. I have not watched this movie in a long time, but the one who kicks the hornet's nest, I gotta watch that one. It's been a while. David Fincher's Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and then we have The Girl with the Spider's Web, which no one saw, apparently, because they are not continuing that franchise. Girls' Night Out. I've watched it once. On Criterion, or this is not Criterion, this is Arrow, sorry, Arrow. This movie's weird. Really weird. Girls' Trip, hilarious. Gladiator, which I finally watched, and I enjoyed. Why are we getting a second one? Glass. The Godfather Trilogy. I'm gonna make you an offer. Can't refuse. Which is make you watch Godzilla on Steelbook. 1998. Yes, that one. Yes. Look at that. That's cool. That's his foot. That's cool. And its eye. Trash movie, but 2014 Godzilla. 4K of King's Monsters. Then we have King Kong vs. Godzilla. Ugh. Godzilla. Shin Godzilla. We got Gone Baby Gone. Gone Girl. Gone with the Wind. Good Boys, funny movie. Good Burger. I'm probably going to try to review this movie before the second one comes out this year. The Good Dinosaur. Good Morning Vietnam. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. Good Time. Good Will Hunting. Goodfellas. Call me a clown. Am I a clown to you? A Goofy Movie. Classic. The Goonies. Goosebumps, the complete series. Yes, I own that on Blu-ray. How? Don't ask. Goosebumps the movie, and then Goosebumps 2, which is nowhere near... The first one's so underrated. Gran Torino. The Grand Budapest Hotel. Get off. Gravity. Grease. The Good Dictator on Criterion. Classic movie. The Great Gatsby, which I enjoyed. The 4K of The Greatest Showman, which, yes, I've never reviewed this movie on my channel. I'm sorry. Music's good. Green Book, Best Picture. The 4K of The Green Knight, which I've come around to really liking. The Green Mile. This ending makes me cry every time. And we got Green Room and Green Zone. Now, that is actually my entire first shelf. I'm going to take a quick break. you're gonna watch an ad that's not sponsored at all, and then I'm gonna go pee and drink some water. Have fun!
Jim, want something from McDonald's?
It's Mac tonight.
Welcome back, everybody. Now let's continue. We have Gremlins. Gremlins 2. Greta. Gretel and Hansel, kind of an underrated little movie, not that bad. The Gray. The Grinch, the animated version. We got Grindhouse, which it comes with Planet Terror and then Death Proof. Those movies, they're interesting. Guardians of the Galaxy on 4K, and then Volume 2 on 4K. When the third one comes out, I will get it on 4K. Guns Akimbo, not a great movie. Hacksaw Ridge. Hail Caesar. We got the Halloween franchise. Just gonna go through all of them. Halloween 2, Season of the Witch, 4, 5, Curse of Michael Myers, we got H2O, Resurrection, then we finally got the Rob Zombie ones, which this one sucks in my opinion. Then we got the 2018 on 4K, and then we got Halloween Kills on 4K. Halloween Ends on 4K. The Hangover 1 and 2. And then we have Part 3, which is not really good. It should not have been a franchise. Hangover 1 is good enough. We got the Hannah Montana movie. Yes, I own that. The Happening. Classic. Happy Death Day. Happy Death Day to You. Happy Gilmore. I finally got this on Blu-ray the other day, and I am really happy I got it because go home. It's your home, ball. That's your home. Answer me. Happy Town Murders. The movie sucks. There's like one funny scene. We got Harriet. We got the complete 4K collection of the Harry Potter series, my favorite franchise. It's all 8 movies are A or A pluses, honestly. The Hate You Give. The Hateful Eight, The Haunted Mansion, Heat, The Heat, Heavyweights, Hellboy, the Ron Perlman version, the Guillermo del Toro, 4K of the new one. Yeah, that one sucks. Also say hi to my cat. She's here. Hell or High Water, The Help, Her, Hercules, Hereditary, which is a masterpiece. Hidden Figures, High School Musical, classic. High School Musical 2, which I do prefer the second one. High School Musical 3, the 4K of Hitman's Bodyguard, and then we have just the Blu-ray of the sequel, which is very stupid. The Hobbit, Hobbit Desolation of Smaug, the Battle of Five Armies, the 4K of Hocus Pocus. Is this 4K? I don't know. Is it? Yeah, is it? Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, steelbook, nice steelbook. Cat, go away. Holmes and Watson. I could get rid of this movie, and I wouldn't care. It's not good. Home Alone. Home Alone 2. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, which is... I like the second one. I like the first one more. Hook. House of a Thousand Corpses. Then we got Devil's Reject, which I do prefer. And we have 3 from Hell, which is not that good. Cat, move. House of Gucci. House of Wax, the 2005 remake. House with a Clock on Its Walls. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey one. We got the Steelbook of How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon 2. We have the third one on Steelbook. We got Howard the Duck on Steelbook. Classic. This movie's classic. I love that movie. The Howling. We got Hugo. Hulk, Ang Lee's version, which is actually my favorite Hulk movie. I'm one of those. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, which is the first one and second one, but it's mainly for the first. Hunger Games series. We got Mockingjay, Catching Fire, which is the best one. Mockingjay Part 1, Mockingjay Part 2, the books are way better. The Hunt. Hurricane Heist has the best opening line in a movie ever. Dad! I lost it with that movie. The Hurt Locker. Hustlers. I Am Legend. I can only imagine. Good movie. Good movie. I love you, man. And all you women. Hey, any women, you want to date me? Sorry, that was too far. I, Robot Will Smith. I Still Believe. I, Tanya. I, Dandy Thief. The Ides of March. If Beale Street Could Talk. The Impractical Jokers movie. In Bruges. In the Heights. In Time, which I actually really like. It's not great, but it's good. Inception. The Incredibles. The Incredibles 2. The 4K of The Incredible Hulk, the Edward Norton version. And then we got the collection set of the Incredible Hulk TV series, which is just fantastic. It's not great, but I own that, and I'm proud of it. Independence Day. Dog Shit. The Indian in the Cupboard. Childhood favorite. Love that movie. We got The Complete Adventures of Indiana Jones 1, 2, and 3. A+ material. 4 is something, and I've already seen the 5th one, and if you've seen my review, it's not great. The Informant. Inglourious Bastards. Inherent Vice. Inside Man. Inside Out. Insidious, which I would like to review this one, and then we have Insidious Chapter 2. It's the only ones I own, and the 5th one coming out, I think next week. Insomnia. Instant Family. Interstellar, probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Nolan movie. The Interview. Interview with the Vampire, one of the best vampire movies. Into the Woods. The Invisible Man Collection, the Universal Horrors one. Really underrated franchise. Then we got the 4K of the remake, The Invisible Man, which I really enjoyed. The Irishman on Criterion. The Iron Giant. Iron Man on 4K, the one that started it all, the MCU, and honestly, if you think about it, changed the entirety of Hollywood with franchises. Then we have Iron Man 2 on 4K, Iron Man 3. The Island, underrated Michael Bay movie. The Isle of Dogs. This documentary of the original Pennywise It miniseries, which I actually really enjoyed. I like the whole factor of the ending of the documentary of what it's trying to say about Pennywise, but I can say this, I like documentary, and then obviously we have the Pennywise miniseries, or It. Then we have It on 4K, and It Chapter 2 on 4K. It Comes at Night, which had horrible marketing. One of my favorite steelbooks, and one of my favorite rainy day movies, It Follows. I love this movie. Love it. It's a Wonderful Life on 4K. Jack Reacher. Jack Reacher Never Goes Back. Never Go Back. Never Go Back. Jackie. Jackie Brown. James and the Giant Beach, which came from John Flickinger himself. I bought this out of his trunk at 1 a.m. in a Walmart. True story. The James Bond collection, which I believe goes up to Spectre. I have not seen all the James Bond movies, but one day I will sit down and watch all of them. Jaws on 4K Steelbook. I mean, it's Jaws. It's one of the best movies of all time, but we have Jaws 2, Jaws 3, and then we got this movie, Jaws the Revenge, another movie that should not be a franchise. J. Edgar. Jeepers Creepers, I know, but I do prefer Jeepers Creepers 2. I do. Jennifer's Body, which is very good and is kind of coming back. The movie came out, no one really talked about it in 2009. Movie's actually good. The Jerk, one of my favorite comedies. Jerry Maguire, Show Me the Money. Jersey Boys. The Jesus Rolls, disappointing. Disappointing. Jexy, don't know why I own that. Jingle All the Way, put the cookie down. John Wick. John Wick Chapter 2. John Wick Chapter 3, and yes, John Wick Chapter 4, which is one of the best action movies I've seen in a long time. Jojo Rabbit. Joker on 4K, cannot wait for the sequel. Joy. Judas and the Black Messiah. The Judge, underrated. Judy. Judy Moody and Not the Bummer Summer. Childhood movie that I saw for cheap and childhood. Another childhood movie, Jumanji. Also scared the living crap out of me. Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle, and then Jumanji Next Level, both on 4K. We got the Jungle Book Original Classic, and then the one I prefer, the live action one, which no one talks about anymore. The 4K of Jungle Cruise. Jurassic Park, the greatest film of all time to me, my favorite movie of all time. It's perfect. I love the 4K resolution on it, which I was shocked to see. Then we have, of course, The Lost World, super underrated. Jurassic Park 3, Very guilty pleasure. Also, I hate that they changed the logo. Give us the original Spinosaurus logo. Then we have Jurassic World, which entertaining. Fallen Kingdom is not good, and then Dominion is just the biggest disappointment to a franchise ender. I actually own the DVD of seasons 1 through 3 of Camp Cretaceous. Underrated series on Netflix. I would recommend it, especially Jurassic fans. Just Mercy. Justice League on 4K. Keanu. Keeping Up with the Joneses. It's an okay. We got Kick-Ass. Kick-Ass 2. Kill Bill Volume 1. We got Volume 2, which I studied both in class recently. And man, there's a lot of stuff for that movie. Another movie I want to look at more. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Probably the greatest cheesy movie of all time. The Killing on Criterion. We got the original 1933 King Kong. I believe it's 33. We got one of my favorite steelbooks, the Peter Jackson King Kong 2005 4K steelbook. The King of Staten Island. We got King Richard. The King's Speech. I like it. The King's Man, yeah, that's it. This movie's forgettable. Very, very forgettable movie. But Secret Service is awesome. Golden Circle is good, but not great. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, love this movie. Knives Out, released Knives Out 2 on physical, please. Knock at the Cabin on 4K. Knocked Up. Kong Skull Island, I don't like this movie. I do not like it. Krampus. Kubo and the Two Strings, freaking fantastic movie. We got Lake Mungo, probably one of the scariest movies I've ever seen ever. Like Lake Mungo. If you ever get a chance to see it, watch it in the dark. It's scary. LA Confidential. La La Land. Labyrinth, which I don't think holds up that well, but it's on 4K. Lady and the Tramp. Lady Bird, fantastic movie. Last Action Hero. This movie came out way too early. If this came out today, this would have been a huge hit. Really good idea. Really recommend. The Last Duel. Last Night in Soho in 4K, one of my favorite Edgar Wright movies. The Last Song, there you are, women. I like Miley Cyrus. Now date me so we can watch this together. Or not. League of Their Own, There's No Crying in Baseball, classic. Law Abiding Citizen, which is a very good movie. I actually really like. The Legend of Tarzan, which everyone forgot about. Legend of the Guardians, the Owls of Ga'Hoole, underrated Zack Snyder. Lego Movie 2, the Lego Batman movie, which flopped crazily. This one flopped. Ninjago, which no one saw. The Leprechaun movies, all 7 of them. Whoo boy. But then we got Leprechaun Origin, which is not that bad, shockingly. Les Miserables. Let Him Go. Get off. Let Me In. The Lethal Weapon, all 4. Licorice Pizza, which everyone kind of forgot about. It's kind of racist. Life, underrated Eddie Murphy comedy. Life Again with Ryan Reynolds. Life of Pi. Life of the Party, forgettable comedy. The Lighthouse, one of the best masterpieces to come out the past couple years. Lights Out. Lightyear on 4K, which wasn't that bad. Lilo and Stitch. Limitless, underrated. Lincoln, very good movie. The Lion King, the original. And yeah, I own the live action, even though it was like nominated for animation, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. The 4K of The Little Mermaid, and I will buy the new one whenever it comes out. Whenever. Well, it's actually still in theaters, so it'll be a wee while. Little Miss Sunshine, underrated movie. Little Monsters. Howie Mandel. Whoo boy. And Fred Savage. That movie does not hold up. Little Rascals, classic childhood movie. The Little Shop of Horrors, probably my favorite musical. Honestly, it's so good. Little Women, the remake. Live, Die, Repeat, we all know it as Edge of Tomorrow. The Lodge. Logan Lucky on 4K, good movie. The Lone Ranger. Lone Survivor. Long Shot. Looper, really good movie, especially for Rian Johnson. We got the Lord of the Rings movies. Yes, I don't own the extended editions. I'm sorry. Lord of War. The Lost Boys. The Lost City on 4K, good comedy. Love and Other Drugs, cute movie. Love and Monsters, good movie. Love, Simon. Luca on 4K. Megan. This movie, man, this movie blew up, and everyone's excited for Megan 2.0, which comes out like in 2 years. Ma. Mad Max, the original. We got Road Warrior. We got Beyond Thunderdome, which also Tina Turner, rest in peace. That's so sad. I definitely bought that like recently, and I heard when she passed, I was like, I gotta get it. Of course, we got Fury Road, which is the best one in my opinion. Magnificent Seven. Maleficent. Maleficent Mistress of Evil. It's also Maleficent 2. Malignant. This movie. The Maltese Falcon on 4K, underrated movie, and it's a classic, but no one talks about that movie. So it is a classic, but talk about it more. Mamma Mia, here we go again. Yeah, I like those movies. A Man Called Otto, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., Man on Fire, Man of Steel, Manchester by the Sea, Mandy on this really nice steelbook, Marley and Me. I cannot watch the ending of that movie. The ending is too sad. Marriage Story, just an overall sad movie. The Martian, the original Mary Poppins, and then we have Mary Poppins Returns, which is just a rehash of the first one, but I like the second one. Ugh. The Mask, classic Jim Carrey. Matilda, childhood favorite. The original first Matrix, and the Matrix Resurrection. Yeah, I don't know the other two, which is kind of shocking. I should probably get. Mayhem on 4K, underrated. The Maze Runner trilogy. I like the Maze Runner trilogy. They're solid. Me, Myself, and Irene. Funny Jim Carrey movie no one ever talks about. Mean Girls. Me Before You. Meet the Parents. Meet the Fockers. The Meg. It was cheap, and I'm not looking forward to that second one. Memento, which good job on not doing a remake. Don't remake Memento. Men, not that great. The Menu, great movie, people. Stop hating on me that I didn't like love it like everyone, but it's a great movie. Great movie. Men in Black. Men in Black 2. Men in Black 3, which I like. Men in Black International, forgettable. Mid-90s. Midnight Special. Midsummer, or Midsummer, however you want to say it. I love that movie. Not as much as Hereditary, but I love it. Midway. Midnight Run, very good comedy. Mile 22. Milk. $1 Million Baby, fantastic movie, great story. A Million Ways Down in the West, which I find pretty funny. Minari. Minority Report, very good movie. Misery. I might be reviewing this movie for Halloween. All of you asked about it. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I like this movie. It's not great. Missing Link. Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible 2. Mission Impossible 3. Ghost Protocol. Of course, Rogue Nation. And, in my opinion, the best one until I see the new one, hopefully. We got Fallout, which is awesome. I'm very looking forward to Death Reckoning. The Mist. The Mist ending. I might have to review this for Halloween as well. That movie. Whew. Netflix releasing physical media? Oh my gosh, but this movie's great. The Mitchells vs. Machines, fantastic movie. Moana, I'm going to say it right, hopefully for the second year in a row. One of my favorite Disney movies. Not Pixar, Disney. Is it Disney? It's Disney. I said it right before anyone comes at me. Molly's Game, Moneyball, A Monster Calls, Monster House, Monsters Inc., Monsters University, which is 10-year anniversary, my second review ever. Moon. Moonlight. Moonrise Kingdom, probably my favorite Wes Anderson movie. Morbius. Everyone loves Morbin Time. Mortal Kombat. Annihilation, which is... Whew, and then the 4K of the remake Mortal Kombat. Oop, movies, don't fall. We got Mother. Mother is something. The Mountain Between Us. Mrs. Doubtfire. Mud. Awesome movie. The original Mulan. And then we have, obviously, the live-action Mulan, which looks great in 4K. Let me just say that. Ugh. The Mule. Ugh. The Mummy. Please don't be sticky. Okay, we're good. The Mummy. Again, The Mummy Returns. The Mummy 3, Dragon Emperor, I don't even care. The Mummy. Munich. The Munsters. Horrible. Horrible movie. The Muppets. Murder on the Orient Express. I gotta get the second one. I gotta find it for cheap. My Cousin Vinny, Napoleon Dynamite, Nebraska, Neighbors, Neighbors 2, The Never-Ending Story, Never Story 2, The New Mutants, which is very, very forgettable, but I don't even know why on 4K, The Nice Guys, Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. Yeah, this movie's underrated. Night in the Museum. Oh my Lanta, this one is sticky. Jeez. Battle of Mysonium, and then we get the third one, which super underrated trilogy. The Night House, Night of the Living Dead, the original, Nightcrawler, Nightingale, hard watch, Nightmare Alley, The Nightmare Before Christmas, the complete Nightmare on Elm Street series, 1 through 7, and yeah, I do own the remake. No Country for Old Men, No Strings Attached, No Time to Die in 4K, great, great James Bond movie. Noah, Nobody on 4K, Nocturnal Animals, Nope on Steelbook, if you can kind of tell, but Nope, the Jordan Peele movie. The Northman on 4K looks amazing. Nosferatu, the original 1922 horror movie. The Notebook. Now You See Me. The Nun. I hope they do a lot better with the second one. The Nutcracker and the Four Realms. This was $2. It was 4K. Come on now. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, or his top 10 favorite all time for me. Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, Ocean's 13, and then Ocean's 8. We got Oculus, underrated. The Odd Life of Timothy Green. Old, not good, not really. Old School. The Oliver and Company original classic. We got the Omen franchise, 2, 3, 4, and we do own the remake. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood on 4K, top 3 Tarantino movies. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I need to review this movie. This is a top 5 favorite of all time for me. I love this movie. Onward on 4K. Orphan. Orphan First Kill, which I enjoyed a lot more than I thought I was going to. The Other Guys. The Others. Over the Hedge. Childhood. Over the Top. Overboard, the remake. Overlord on 4K. Pacific Rim, this movie's awesome. This is trash. I hate the second one. Pan's Labyrinth, which looks amazing on 4K. Pain and Gain. Paper Towns. We got the Paranormal Activity franchise, which I believe this was a Scream Factory. I could be so wrong. I could be very, very wrong. But we got the marked ones. This one's shit. This one's also shit. This is a Paramount Plus one. And then there's like a bonus making of. Paranorman. Parasite on 4K, which, ooh, looks good on 4K. Passengers. The Patriot. Patriots Day. Ball. Payback. Peacemaker Season 1. I'm so sad Season 2's not come out till like 2026 or 7 because he's working on Superman. The Peanut Butter Falcon, a very good movie. Pearl, can't wait for Maxine. Pee-wee's Big Adventure, a perfect comedy. Peppermint, don't know why I own it. A Perfect Getaway, underrated. Perks of Being a Wallflower. The original Pet Sematary with the remake Pet Sematary, not that great. The original Peach Dragon, which is awesome. And this one's not bad, but I prefer the original. Peter Pan. Peter Pan Returns to Neverland. No one ever talks about this movie. Or is it Return? Yeah, Return to Neverland. It's great. I grew up with this one, 2004, Peter Pan. I really like that movie. We got Phantasm, the first one, Steelbook. I would like to get the others. Phantom of the Opera, the original. Phantom Thread. Philomia. I have not seen this movie. My grandma bought it and she loved it. Thanks, Grandma. Pig. Pineapple Express. The original Pinocchio. We got the Pirates franchise. Dead Man's Chest. I Like a World's End. This movie's trash. My least favorite Pirates movie, which is the 5th one. It's awful. Pirates Band of Misfits. Very underrated. Place Beyond the Pines. Planes, Trains, Automobiles. Classic. Platoon. Pocahontas, which is boring if you ask me, actually. Movies, don't fall. Point Break, the original, the only one you need to watch. I am an FBI agent. I had to. Detective Pikachu. The Polar Express, which does not hold up. Poltergeist, classic. The Pope's Exorcist. Pop Star. Possessor, great, underrated. The Post. Power Rangers, this was a hidden gem. The original Predator. We got Predators, which I like. This movie's dog shit. I hate it. The Predator. Ugh. The Prestige. Pray for the Devil. Not that bad. Not great. Princess and the Frog. Princess and the Frog. Classic. Prisoners. Prometheus. The Professional. Promising Young Woman. The Proposal. One of my favorites of all time, the original 1960 Psycho. Psycho Gorman, underrated. Public Enemies. Pulp Fiction, classic. Ah, all of them fell. Hold on. Go back up there. Get up there. Get up there. Yeah, there we go. What is this? The Criterion of Punch Drunk Love. Awesome movie. Queen and Slim. A Quiet Place, which is a really nice steelbook. I like that. Then we have Quiet Place Part 2, which is kind of forgettable. Raging Bull on Criteria. Rain Man. Raising Arizona, one of my favorite Nicolas Cage movies. First Blood. Rambo 2. Rambo 3. Rambo. And Last Blood, which, wait, is it? Oh, Rambo Last Blood. They're all on 4K, and they all look nice on 4K. Rampage on Steelbook. Don't know why I own that. The Stickiness. Rango. Ratatouille. Ray. Raya and the Last Dragon. Underrated movie. No one talks about that anymore. Ready or Not. Reanimator on Arrow. I love this movie. Watch it. Ready Player One on 4K. Real Steel. Rear Window on 4K. Red. Red Dragon. Red Rocket, which wasn't that funny. I mean, it wasn't great. Red Sparrow. Reminiscence is boring. Renfield. Replicas. This movie's a guilty pleasure. It's bad. It's really bad. Requiem for a Dream. The Rescuers double feature. Reservoir Dogs. Resident Evil franchise. This one might be my favorite, but then these are just, oh my god, and just But hey, I actually like this one. I actually like it for what it is. Return of the Living Dead. Fantastic movie. And this one has a 0% Rotten Tomatoes, I'm pretty sure. The Revenant. Revenge. Revolutionary Road. The rhyme section, it flopped. Richard Jewell, underrated Clint Eastwood movie. We got the Rick and Morty series. I love Rick and Morty. I find the whole series pretty funny. Some seasons are better than others, but man, are they funny. I recommend them if you like animation comedy. All 6 seasons. The Ring. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. War for the Planet of the Apes. I'm really intrigued what they're gonna do next in that next movie. And then we have the all the original ones, which are like 5 or so. Risky Business. Roadhouse. Robin Hood, which Taron Egerton I don't need to own. Robin Hood Disney Classic. I like that movie. RoboCop. The Rock. Rocket Man. Rocky, the only Rocky I own. Go ahead and say it. You need to own the others. I understand. Rocky Horror Picture Show. Role Models. Room. The Room. Classic. Everyone loves this movie. The Criterion of Rosemary's Baby. Rough Night. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Classic childhood of mine. The Rundown. Running Scared. Almost said running. Running Scared. Rush Hour. Safe House. Saint Maud. We got the Samurai Jack complete series, basically. I mean, yeah, it is, but yeah. Very, very good series. Salem's Lot. Cannot wait for the remake. The Sandlot. San Andreas. Sausage Party. Savages, Saving Mr. Banks, Saving Ryan's Privates. Sorry, Saving Private Ryan. I was trying to do the joke, but I messed up the joke, and then I just went with the title. We got Saw 1 through 7, and then we got Jigsaw and Spiral. Hopefully Saw 10's good. Scarface. We got Scary Stories. Whew, okay, and that was the complete second shelf. So once again, we're gonna have a commercial break that I'm not sponsored by. We'll finish that third shelf, and we'll be done.
Have a cookie, a munchy monster cookie. They're shaped like little monsters, and they come in 6 great flavors. With milk or lunch or as a snack, there's monster money on every pack. 6 great flavors can't be beat. They're the only monsters people eat. Monster cookies, they're everywhere.
When the clock strikes 6:30, babe, time to head for golden lights. It's a good time for the great taste dinner at McDonald's. It's Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
And welcome back after that commercial break. Let's finish this off, everybody. We got Schindler's List. Scoob on 4K. It was cheap. Scooby-Doo, James Gunn. I love that movie. And the second one. We got Scorsese shorts on Criterion. The Scream franchise. Scream 2, Scream 3, Scream 4. And we got Scream 5. And I'll be getting Scream 6 on 4K when it comes out. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Searching. Missing. Secret Life of Walter Mitty, which is underrated. Secret Window. I like Secret Window. I do. Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. Underrated little movie. Serenity. Oh boy. A Serious Man. 7. 7 Psychopaths. Criterion of the Seventh Seal. One of the greatest movies ever made. One of the most beautiful movies ever made. We got the Shameless series, and it's got season 2, 3, 4, and then we got the rest of the Shamelesses. It goes up to season 9, which is unfortunate because I wish they would release the last 2 on Blu-ray, but they didn't. So annoying. We got Shang-Chi on 4K, 4K of Shape of Water, Shark Tale, the Cornetto trilogy with Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End. Shaun of the Dead is the best one, but I may really like The World's End the most. I don't know. The Shawshank Redemption. We got Shazam, which I do not like, but I didn't mind the second one. It wasn't that bad. Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes 2. Hopefully get a third one. One of my favorites of all time, the 4K of The Shining. And then we got Dr. Sleep also on 4K. Shivers, Shrek franchise. I'm glad we're finally getting Shrek 5. Shutter Island, Sicario, Sicario de Soldado, Side Effects, top 10 favorite of all time, Signs. I love Signs. Silence of the Lambs, Silence, Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, 4, and 5. I need to get the first 2, but every time I see them, they're on singular Blu-rays and they're so expensive. Silver Linings Playbook, Jennifer Lawrence's Oscar winner. A Simple Favor, almost said Simple Plan. Simple Favor. Are we getting a sequel to that? That's weird. Sin City 1 and 2. First one's better. Sinister. So good. So good. 16 Candles. The Sixth Sense. Skinamarink. Skyscraper, which I don't really even need to own. It's very forgettable. Skyfall, which I don't even need to own either because I have the James Bond collection. Sleepaway Camp. I also might want to review this movie for Halloween. I have a lot of movies I want to review for Halloween. Sleeping Beauty, the original. Sleepless. Sleepwalkers, which is guilty pleasure. Sleepy Hollow, which is awesome. Slender Man. I don't mind the Slender Man movie. Sling Blade. Smile on 4K. Smokey and the Bandit. Smoking Aces on 4K. Underrated action movie. Snake Eyes, which is blah. We got Snatch on 4K. Snowpiercer. the original Snow White. Then we got the Snow White and the Huntsman movie. I don't even know why I own this, but the Huntsman movie, which is a sequel or prequel to the Snow White movie, that's We got the Social Network, a fantastic classic of a movie. The 4K of Sonic the Hedgehog. We have the Steelbook of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which I really like this Steelbook. Then we got the complete series of Sopranos, seasons 1 through 6, part 1 and 2, season 6. It's a great show. You need to watch. If you're a big TV show, movie buff fan, you need to watch Sopranos. Sorry to bother you. A weird movie. Soul on 4K. Soul Surfer. I enjoyed this movie as a kid. Source Code on 4K. Southland Tales on Arrow. This movie, it's from the director of Donnie Darko. I recommend it. Southpaw. Space Jam. Space Jam: A New Legacy. I found it for cheap. Spaceballs. Great comedy. Spawn. Hopefully we get that new Spawn movie soon. Species. The Spectacular Now. Spectre, which I found really boring and unrewatchable. I can barely get through that movie. Speed, a classic. Spencer. The Shallows. We got the original Sam Raimi trilogy. Sorry, it is late and it's getting a little tiresome. We got 4K of Homecoming, and then we got the Far From Home, and we got No Way Home, which is the best in the trilogy to me. And we got Into the Spider-Verse. Cannot wait to own Across the Spider-Verse on 4K one day. The Spiderwick Chronicles, childhood favorite, and I read the book. Spies in Disguise. I don't know why I own that movie, to be honest. Split. The first 100 episodes of SpongeBob SquarePants on DVD. I can't tell you how much this show and this character has actually impacted me. Like, I love these first 5 seasons. Like, I truly do. It's some of my favorite comedy ever. And I know that's saying a lot. I also have the first SpongeBob movie and the second one. I wouldn't even mind owning the other ones. I love SpongeBob. Like, favorite cartoon, best cartoon. Spotlight. Spring Break. I don't know why I always say it for that title. Spy. The Spy Who Dumped Me, which is underrated. Funny movie. Stand By Me. The Stand, the original TV miniseries. A 4K of A Star Is Born. We got the Star Trek original motion picture collection and the Next Generation. I've actually not seen all of these movies, and I would like to one day fully just watch them all. But I have seen all 3 of the J.J. Abrams ones, and then did he do the third one? No, he didn't. Justin Lin did this one. Yeah, these are fun movies. I definitely like the first one the most. We got Solo, we got Rogue Nation, and then we got the Star Wars Complete Saga, which is the prequels, and the originals and the prequels, sorry. And obviously we have the new sequel trilogy, which, I mean, Star Wars right now is kind of in a limbo for me right now. One of my favorite comedies of all time, Step Brothers. I love that movie. Another underrated movie. No one ever talks about this movie. This movie's a classic comedy. Watch it. Really, give it a chance. Straight Outta Compton. The Strangers. The Strangers Pray at Night, which I like. Stronger. Stuart Little. Stuber. Studio 666. The Sugarland Express, an early Spielberg movie. Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad, which is way better. Super 8, which is great. 4K of the Super Mario Bros. Movies. Super Troopers. Super Troopers 2. Superbad on 4K, on Steelbook. We got Superman, the original movie. I would like to get the other ones, but I don't. Suspiria, the original. I would like to get the remake. Sweeney Todd, one of the most underrated musicals ever. Swiss Army Man. We got Swordfish and Halle Berry's boobs. Tag. The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. The Talented Mr. Ripley. Taken. Talladega Nights, one of the best. Tangled. Tarzan. I love Tarzan. Tax Collector on Steelbook. I don't really own that. Taxi Driver. Ted 1 and 2. I love the Ted movies. Teen Wolf. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1, 1990, and the other 90s ones, but the third one sucks. The 2007 TMNT, which is really underrated. The 2014 Michael Bay one, I don't even own the second one. The Ten Commandments on 4K. We got Tenet on 4K, which I like Tenet. I really do. Terminal, or is it just Terminal? Yeah, it's just Terminal. Then we have The Terminal, which I like. I like The Terminal. I don't know why, but I do. Then we got the entire Terminator franchise. 1, 2... I like 3. I do. And then these ones are kind of forgettable. 4's 5's trash. 6 has moments, but really, just watch the first 2, which like everyone tells you to. We got Terrifier, which is not really that good of a movie, but Terrifier 2, on the other hand, is 10 times better and way more gory. Don't watch that while you're eating. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the 1974 classic. Thelma and Louise. There's Something About Mary. There Will Be Blood. The original The Thing. The remake, even though it's 1982, John Carpenter's The Thing. This Is 40. This Is the End. We got the 4K of Thor, Thor 2, Thor Ragnarok, and we got Love and Thunder on 4K. Those Who Wish Me Dead. 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, which is honestly becoming a classic movie if you ask me. Ticket to Paradise, my mom wanted to see it. Till Death, which is pretty underrated if you haven't heard of it. It's pretty good. A Time to Kill. One of Matthew McConaughey, Sandra Bullock, Kiefer Sutherland, Samuel Jackson. No one talked about this movie. A Time to Kill is a fantastic movie. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, it's pretty boring. Titanic, classic. Tomb Raider. Tombstone. Tommy Boy. Criterion of Tootsie. The 4K of Top Gun, and of course I have Top Gun Maverick on 4K. Total Recall on 4K. Tourist Trap. You probably haven't heard of this movie. This movie's stupid, but I watched it on a cartoon television show growing up, and it scared the crap out of me. Tourist Trap. Tower Heist. I know. The Town. We got the complete Toy Story Blu-ray collection, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And hopefully 5 is good, even though we've moved past Toy Story. Traffic. Train to Busan. And we got Peninsula, which I enjoyed, but nowhere near as good as the first. Training Day. Trainwreck. We got the complete 4K collection of the Michael Bay Transformers movies. And listen, the newest Transformers movie is better than all 5 of them, but Bumblebee's still the best. Treasure Planet, which I grew up with. Trick or Treat, we're finally getting a sequel. Tropic Thunder. Troy. True Detective Season 1, which is the masterpiece. Season 2, I actually like, but I know it's not better than the first or, like, close to it. True Grit, the remake one. True Romance, a classic. Truth or Dare, it was $4. We got Tully. We got Turning Red on 4K. The Turning... This movie sucks. Why do I own it? It's like $2. I think I got it for $2. It had to be. And yeah, I own the Twilight movies, all 5 of them. My mom loves these movies, and I'm a good child, and I bought them, and she watches them, and she enjoys them. I'm a good son. Twister. I'm excited for Twisters. Unbearable Mass of Talent on 4K. Very funny movie. The Unborn. Unbreakable. Uncharted on 4K. I'm a huge fan of that game, and that movie sucks. Uncle Drew. Uncut Gems. Under the Skin. Underrated movie. Underwater. The Underworld franchise. I would love to review the first 2 movies. Those 2 are pretty good, especially that first one. Unforgiven. Classic. Unfriended Dark Web. I like that movie. We got Unhinged. The Uninvited. Unsane. I still have not watched this movie Until the End of the World on Criterion. It is 287 minutes, so that's like 180 is 3 hours, 240, that's 4. So it's like 4, almost 5-hour movies. So yeah, I'm gonna wait until just one day. The Untouchables. Up. Upgrade. The Upside. Urban Cowboy, one of my mom's favorites. Us on 4K Steelbook. The Usual Suspects. Good movie, we know about the director. V for Vendetta on 4K. Valley Girl. Not the original, because I'm stupid. I literally bought the wrong movie. National Lampoon's Vacation. Van Helsing on 4K. I would love to review this for Halloween. Vengeance. We got Venom and Venom Let There Be Carnage on 4K, which Both these movies are not good, and I hope the third one's better, but unfortunately, I don't know. 4K of Vertigo, which is a classic. VFW on 4K. Vice. Violent Night. The Visit. Vox Lux, which the opening scene alone, not the best time to watch it with our climate right now. The Walk. We got Walk the Line. Then we got the Walking Dead series, which let me just say, back in its prime, I mean, these series, everyone was watching it, everyone talked about it, and listen, I watched episode 1 all the way to the series finale. It's not the greatest show, but man, when it's high, the show was like good, really good. And then season 9 kind of brought it back to me, and season 10 was pretty good, and the series finale just felt like a setup for all the other shows, which is kind of disappointing. But Walking Dead was a big show back in the day. Wall-E, Wanted, Warhorse, War of the Worlds, which is one of my favorite Spielberg movies. Well, not my favorite, but definitely top 20, because he made 30-something movies. Warm Bodies, good movie. Warrior on 4K, really good. Watchmen, the Watchmen one-season miniseries, which I'm sad about, but, you know, it is what it is. Mama said, now that's some high-powered H2O. One of my favorite comedies. I love this movie. It's up there with Adam Sandler for Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison. Waterhorse. You've probably never heard of this movie. It's a childhood favorite of mine. Waves. The Way Back. The Way Back. We Summon the Darkness is awful. We Were Soldiers. Wedding Crashers. Weird Science, the original West Side Story, and then Spielberg's 4K of West Side Story, which I prefer over the original. The Whale, When Harry Met Sally, Where the Crawdads Sing, Where the Wild Things Are, Whiplash. If you've not watched Whiplash, I highly recommend it. White Boy Rick, yep. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, classic. Widows. Wild. Wild Hogs, which is a fun little comedy. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, classic. Willy's Wonderland, which I didn't really care for. Wind River. Winter's Bone, really good Jennifer Lawrence movie. The Wishmaster Collector, very underrated horror franchise. If you've not seen this and you're a horror fan, they're really fun movies. Not amazing, but they're fun. This is an amazing horror movie, The Witch. The classic The Wolfman. The Wolf of Wall Street, top 5 favorite comedy. Oz the Great and Powerful, which just had its 10-year anniversary, and my God, I remember seeing that theater in a packed theater back in the day. The Wizard of Oz, of course, the most famous movie of all time. The Woman in Black, underrated. The Woman King on 4K. I still not watch this movie, and I still think it looks like porn. Women in Trouble. It's got Gordon Levitt, and it's got women on it, so one day I'll watch this movie, but I own it for some reason. Wonder. Wonderland. Wonder Woman. The 4K Steelbook of Wonder Woman 84, which I shouldn't have paid for that, but it is what it is. World War Z, my first movie review, and happy 10 years. This was first review. The Criterion of the Worst Person in the World. Wrath of Man. Wreck-It Ralph. Ralph Breaks the Internet on 4K. The Wrestler. Wrong Turn, which I like the first one. This one's not bad. Wrong Turn 2, I don't know the other ones. The other ones are... We got X, again, excited for Maxine. X-Men. X2, X-Men United. X-Men Last Stand. Origins Wolverine is trash. One of my first Blu-rays, though. I will say that. X-Men First Class. The Wolverine. Days of Future Past. Apocalypse. Logan, which is amazing. Dark Phoenix, killed the franchise. Marvel, please do better. Yes Man, underrated comedy. Yesterday. Young Frankenstein, classic. Zack and Miri Make a Porno, one of Kevin Smith's most underrated. Zack Snyder's Justice League, the only Justice League movie I will watch now. Zathura. Zero Dark 30. Zodiac. Zola or at Zola. Zombieland. Zombieland Double Tap. And finally, Zootopia, which one day we need another movie, because I feel like this is everybody's last movie in their collection because of the freaking Z and O. Whew. And once again, for the 9th time, that is my Blu-ray collection video. For everyone that's been staying here this long, I know this is a long video. I tried my best to go a little faster while also talking more, because a lot of people said just showing up movies is kind of boring. Well, I mean, that's the whole reason you watch the video, I guess, because you want to see what I own. But like I said in the very beginning of the video, comment below, let me know what movies I need to own. There's a ton out there that I still need to own, but I will say, for like 1,500, 1,600 movies, I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm about to run out of room. I definitely need a bigger room. Once again, though, with all this hard work and said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys had fun. I hope it was fun enough. I hope every year you guys keep coming back for these videos, and it makes me want to do it, even though my back is killing me and it's really hot in this room. But hey, it's alright. We did it for the 9th time. Next year, I'm going to say it again, I need to find another way of doing this easier. I need a chair. I need to do something differently. I need it, but I just keep not doing that. Anyway, guys, I'll stop talking. You've been here long enough. If you're still here, thank you for watching this video. Thank you again, once again, for the 10-year anniversary. I hope you guys have a great day, a great summer, and I will see you guys on my regular reviews next time. Bye, everybody.